lesson. First, log into Nearpod and then click Create. Once you hit Create, you have three options. Option 1, a lesson in Nearpod. 2, a video. 3, a Google Slides presentation. You can create a Nearpod directly in Google Slides. Today, let's just make a lesson in Nearpod. First thing to do is to name your lesson. Today I'm going to name mine Sample Lesson 1.1. Then you have the option of just creating it from scratch or using a slides or PowerPoint presentation that you already have created. I am going to click Upload, and go to my Google Drive, which you cannot see right now, and find a pre-made slides presentation that I have. I encourage you to use presentations that you already have so you're not recreating the wheel. Then you will get the option to choose between create a PDF viewer, which will make it all one, which for some instances you might want to do that for informational text, but I'm going to create mine as an individual slides. Once you do that, it takes a minute for all of your slides to populate depending on how big your presentation is. So you may see this message for a second or two. Then you can add interactivity and add activities into your presentation. So I'm going to go over quickly a few of the activities that you can add. You can insert a video from YouTube or your own. Web content, I like to add things like quizzes or Quizlet or other activities that to keep all of my students in one place so they don't have to click outside of the Nearpod during the lesson. Nearpod and Flocabulary are together, so if you have a Flocabulary subscription, you can use that. The VR is very popular. Or you can add Microsoft Sway if you have that. And there's lots of other options here. Also, all of the activities, there's Time to Climb, which is a game. Open-ended questions, like things that you'd want students to type out an answer to. Matching pairs, I like for world language or for vocabulary practice. Quizzes, a quiz would be good for formative assessment. Students get their results at the end. You can embed a Flipgrid right into Nearpod, which is great. Draw It is a fan favorite in my class. You can put an image behind it, or students can free draw. The sky's the limit with where that activity can go. Collaborate board is a nice way to generate ideas. A poll, fill in the blank, and memory. Today, we're just going to add one open-ended question just to show you how to add an activity. What do you know about Nearpod? I'm just going to add that in. And then so you can add any question here. You can also add some media. You can add an image, video, PDF viewer, audio, web content, or you can audio record. So I could actually record myself saying that question, which for some students is very, very helpful. Today I'm just going to add an image. Sometimes I'll have students answer a question about the image, or I'll use a website and they have to answer about that website. That is a good way to keep it all in one place. You can also now add a timer. So I'm going to add a timer of 45 seconds for my students to have to do this. You don't have to, but sometimes, especially with the draw activities, it's important to give them a time limit. You can also enable students to record audio so they can record their answer instead of typing it if you would like. It's up to you. And then just click Save. So I just added one activity and kind of showed you. You can add as many as you want. I'm going to drag and drop this because I want this to be my opener of my lesson for today. So you can rearrange the slides however you would like. If I wanted to, I could add more activities and slides as you go through. Then make sure you save your lesson. Then there are two ways in which you can present. You can present live in Nearpod, meaning your students will be working with you. All you have to do is share this code right here, U6FDV, with your group, and they will be working on it live with you. You are going to be pacing out the lesson. You can share this link. You can share it in Google Classroom. You can email it to your students, whatever works best. Or if you would like your students to work asynchronously, you can do a student-paced lesson. And it still gives you a code, but this time you have some more options. You can require students responses, meaning they can't skip questions if you want them to go in order. I would click this. And also an unknown thing to a lot of people is that you can make this due whenever you want. I like to make mine due at the end of the year, so students have access to this until the last day of school. So you can make it due up to 180 days. You can also view your students' progress as they're working. So if you are at your own computer, you can be seeing what they're doing and kind of help out and intervene when needed. So that is the Basics 101 of a Nearpod lesson.